Let's do it.
All right, I'll give you the 2 seconds. Hello, cocktail fans, and welcome to the Gentlemen of Elegant Leisure. I'm Dave, along with Fred and Jason.
Howdy.
Hello, boys.
Nice of you to include me in this little get-together.
Yes, well, you know, we got guilted out by it, so. No, you're always welcome here.
Always.
Always here.
Welcome.
Especially to episode 84, I think is what we're up to now.
I guess so. I mean, I'm sure that it is, but I always lose track now because of the little glitch of trying to get 81 up.
Yeah.
It's like,
Sure? What was 83?
well, the last one.
Oh, okay. That's a good point. It's sequential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, the reason 83 seems like we didn't do it was because we recorded it in haste on a Saturday afternoon.
And had it up that night.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, so it was weird.
So why don't we do that all the time?
I don't know.
Extremely inconvenient, is that why?
Well, it's a little rushed, I guess, because we got to keep an eye on the clock, because you got to get back home and upload it and edit it. And
Yeah, in fact, I haven't even put pictures up. I gotta put pictures up on the other one.
Oh, you should do that.
Yeah.
You got some good pictures.
Oh, well, that's
I can only assume.
neither here nor there. Is it?
Is it?
I don't know. I think it was the wrong segue.
Yeah.
How have you boys been?
Oh, just fine and dandy. No new adventures, though. For
No?
me, at least for me. Maybe you guys have had adventures. Well,
It's only been 10 days.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
yeah.
I had a few drinks. I'm sure. No, I did. I did have a few drinks. Some were sort of hit and miss, but not the ones I made.
No, yours are all
Out of the park, baby.
home run hero.
Yeah. Look, I've got some. There's a sale on tequila in the States.
Oh. Did you partake in that?
Well, this is stuff I've got coming up from my good friends.
Oh,
Can I say who they? I think I can say. Can I say?
Why not?
Astor Wines
Yes, Astor Wines
in Manhattan.
in Manhattan. Are you still in contact with that guy?
No, he's moved on. I should track him down. He's a good guy, but he's somewhere else.
Oh, that is a shame, because this is the guy that was like, hey, if you guys are in town, you want to get free tickets to the Rockettes?
Oh,
Right? Wasn't his girlfriend
yeah,
a Rockette?
that's right.
Yeah.
No, I better track him down. I
Yeah,
got
no,
his name.
he's the guy you want to be able to talk
He'll
to.
be in the phone book, right?
Did they have a phone book?
There's just too many people, you think, in New York to have a phone book.
Yeah, like when you think of how thick the Lower Mainland's phone book
Yeah.
was, the Manhattan phone book
Yeah.
must be at least 3 feet tall.
Unless there's one for each borough.
Oh, I guess so.
What's
But
in Manhattan with
that doesn't seem very practical. If you're in the Bronx and you want to phone someone in Manhattan, no, they're not in here. Sorry, I only got the Bronx.
I need the whole set.
Yeah.
You know, so you'd have a shelf,
Yeah.
just, it's about 3 feet long.
Oh.
You'd have all the books, and you get a new set every year.
What do they do in Tokyo? Is there a phone book in Tokyo that's as big as a house?
And you got to start at the other end. I guess you
Yeah.
have to right,
You have to go to the
work your
library.
way to the left.
Yes.
Yeah.
33 million phone numbers.
Yeah.
Wow.
You go to the library, go up to the floor where they have the phone book.
Sure. I said, I'm looking for a number. The last name is Yamamoto.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're going to want the East Wing.
Yeah. All the Y's are in that section. Wow. Yeah, I think the interweb has
No, okay.
made the whole phone book.
Oh, has it? It's sort of,
Yeah.
it's done?
I still get delivered one, though.
I get a Yellow Pages.
Does TELUS still publish a big Metro Vancouver one?
That's a good point. I don't think it is TELUS. I think it's that spurious other company.
The pink pages? Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember the big pages.
Yeah, no, that didn't really take off.
No, they didn't realize, it wasn't the color. It
No.
was,
No, it was the competition from the yellow
Yeah,
pages. I
they didn't
think.
have-
Really.
it's all about content these
Yeah.
days.
I'm going to move this microphone back a hair.
Oh, okay. You think your voice is too booming?
Well, I might be, because I think, but I think the angle is that
Oh,
you
should I-
guys are.
should I move?
Well, I don't know. Sure, scooch over.
And then I can wave at the camera, because that's what professionals do.
Yeah.
They told us in the Seth Meyers show, don't look at the camera.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it seems like a good idea, but you don't want to be that guy looking at the camera.
I don't want to make eye contact with your audience.
But Seth Meyers looks at it all the time.
He stares at the thing
I
all,
know.
all the way
It's so
through.
professional.
Well, I've never been so off-putted that I've looked at a live studio audience and somebody looked at the camera and I thought, oh, that's taking me right out of it.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I don't want a high mum guy necessarily, although I bet if I saw a guy that said that, I'd go, oh, remember when we used to do that?
Yeah.
Hi, mum.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, we do it here,
sure.
occasionally.
Hi, mum.
So what's on the cocktail menu this show? It's kind of, I hear it's kind of improvised. We're kind of winging it.
Mine is.
Well,
Jason's got a book.
oh, he's got a book.
I got a book, it's a Dale
There's
DeGroff
stuff all
book.
over. What's
Oh,
That's
Dale
a picture.
DeGroff.
Yeah. Oh, and plus we've got a new Tales of Eddie.
Oh, the people love the Tales of
Oh, people, they stop me on the street all the time. They say,
Oh, give us more.
What's episode 2?
yes.
Yeah.
You want to know how it ends?
Yeah.
Or it continues?
Now, Fred had a suggestion for a new title
Oh,
for Tales of Eddie.
oh.
Well, it was something you said.
Was it?
Yeah, you said it.
I say a lot of things.
I know. That's why I played it back because you said it. I don't know, episode 82 maybe. You said Eddie's rough and tumble tales of terror.
Oh, wow. I don't remember saying that at all.
Yeah.
But that's a fun thing for the folks at home to go
Yeah.
back to episode 82 and find send in the time code, and we'll name a drink after you.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So it's Eddie's Rough and Tumble. So we don't do it now. We'll do it between the drinks.
So they aren't really Tales of Terror, are they?
No, nor are they rough or tumble.
Oh,
But it's a catchy title.
It is. It's great. I mean, you
Dragon
can imagine
Man.
the font,
Oh,
right?
sure.
So we're going to call it Eddie's Rough and Tumble Tales of Terror,
All right, well, coming up.
a.k.a. Tales of Eddie.
yes.
All right, coming up a little later.
Coming up a little later.
Yeah.
Brand new.
Brand new.
Another thing that people, that I'm constantly stopped on the street, as you guys are too.
Oh, I know. I'm going to start driving soon.
You know, yeah.
It's getting so bad.
I mean, it's one thing to have a hit podcast, and
Mhm.
the accolades are wonderful, but you're
Mhm.
constantly
Constantly
barraged.
signing autographs, posing for pictures.
Yeah, and suggestions, the never-ending suggestions that we get from
ideas.
fans.
Yep.
And people have come up to me lately and said, when are you going to do drinks with jam and marmalade in them?
You too? Yeah, that was just me.
No, I have all these preserves.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. How am I going to get rid of them?
Yeah.
You know, a piece of toast is only this big. You only
Exactly.
have one a day if you're lucky.
If you're lucky.
Yeah. We're not.
And because of those wheat belly books, no one has bread anymore.
No.
Have you ever been to a bakery? It's full of bread. No one's buying it.
No. The shelves are full.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
yeah.
can't get rid of this stuff.
I've never been to an empty bakery.
No.
Except for Cobb's bread at 7 at night when I want some sesame white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it's all gone.
Oh, it's Tuesday. Yeah, no, we don't have. Yeah, that's funny because last year I was here on Tuesday. He said, "Oh, you got to come on Wednesday." It's suspicious.
We make it fresh every Thursday now.
Mm.
2 loaves.
Yeah.
So anyway, this drink was actually, we were going to do a drink a couple of episodes ago. And I had this one all locked and loaded.
Yeah. What happened?
I think you kiboshed it.
No, it doesn't sound like me.
Not in a bad way.
Oh.
I think we had another suggestion to go a different way.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, it was the Bucks.
It might have been the Bucks. Yes, it was gin, ginger, maybe that's what it was?
Yeah, we went the.
Ginger ale? Was it
Yeah, I think we went the ginger ale route instead
Oh,
of
that could be,
the.
because I have ginger liqueur in this.
Ah.
And so that's what it was. But now it's all preserves. It's all
Yes.
jam all the time. This one has orange marmalade.
These are they're breakfast cocktails.
That's the other theme.
Breakfast coffee.
Is it recording?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
I was just checking. I glanced down to make. I know you're not supposed to stare at your computer while you're doing the show,
No.
but sometimes you got to because you got to make sure that it's still recording.
That's right, because you're technically in the booth.
Yeah. Whatever that means.
Well, you know, the sound booth. You're,
Oh, the booth. The
yeah.
booth. Right.
You're Giles Martin.
Basically, get me started.
Yeah. How's my level? Is my level okay?
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
How's Jim Lovell? Is he okay?
He's okay.
Has he ever
Yeah.
gotten over not going to the moon?
Yeah. Not really. But permanently
Thanks for
depressed.
bringing that up. That's one less listener rehab now.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jim, if
Yeah.
you're still listening.
As I mix up a little something here, because I think we're going to try this for the hell of it
Oh,
anyway.
yeah.
I wish that we were professional. I wish that we had a
Yeah.
proper thing. And all it would take by the level I'm looking for is that I actually read the recipe all the way through.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
I look at what's in it.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
don't
me
necessarily look at what the preparation is.
No, why would you?
And what this calls for is a sugar-crusted glass.
A sugar-crusted glass.
A sugar-crusted glass. Upon doing a little bit of research,
Mhm.
if you were to salt the rim of a glass,
Yeah.
you can salt the rim of a glass just before serving the drink.
Right.
You get a piece of lime or lemon, citrus, you rub it around the edge of the lime, or of the glass, and then you dunk that glass
Yeah.
into a pit of salt.
Right. And like that.
It adheres,
Yeah.
and because it's salt, which nobody wants on the rim of their drink
No,
No.
not really.
ever,
No.
I don't understand why it's
That makes
there.
no sense.
But for a sugared glass,
Mhm.
and you probably experienced this, if you do it right before serving the drink,
Mhm.
every time you sip it, you're going to get sugar in your mouth, which can make the drink too sweet.
Mm.
Oh. Thank you for the warning.
Right.
Yeah.
And as the glass sweats,
Mhm.
the sticky sugar water comes down the side,
Yeah.
and then your whole glass is sticky. And I've had that, and I've
Yeah.
always wondered why. What is the
What
point
is
of
the
this?
purpose of this?
Yes. And so I'm going to tell you, because I didn't do it.
Okay.
What you do,
Mhm.
in the case of this drink, and this would be for most drinks, I think, with a sugar on it, is you get the orange slice.
Right.
You rub the orange slice around the rim,
Okay.
but not on the inside,
Oh.
Yeah.
on the outside of the glass only.
Okay.
You mix up your sugar concoction. In this case, we're going to have sugar and cinnamon,
Mhm.
and then you dab that in there, but then you have to let it sit. And I guess what happens is the sugar will actually crystallize
Mhm.
and become a hard surface on there,
Like a glue.
like a glue that's not going to come off every time you sip it, or sick it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You know.
One of these.
However you roll.
And so I did an experiment at work because I only discovered this about an hour and a half ago, and they had this, and so I've put the sugar on there, and it actually is kind of hard,
Mhm.
so I guess it does work.
Yeah.
It's weird that it's a pair of eyeglasses.
It is weird that it's a pair of eyeglasses, and Mrs. Nussbaum is going to be furious when she finds her lenses are coated with sugar. But I think it's worth risking for this, that I'm going to do a sloppy, wet,
I don't know like where it's going.
Yes. a wet rim.
Oh.
We're going to a wet rim, and we're going to risk it being too sweet.
All right.
Because I don't know.
Because, we can handle it.
I think we can handle it. It's mostly Crown Royal, this drink. This is a Dale DeGroff drink
Yeah.
that he created for, what does he say here? Commissioned to create a cocktail for Crown Royal, and it turned out fine, he says.
Yeah.
I replaced the sugar with orange marmalade, making for a jolly holiday drink. This is really just an old-fashioned that's been gummed with.
Okay.
That's why they're on the same page here in the book. That would be another good theme to do, but then an old-fashioned, and then the royal ginger snap.
Mm.
But, we don't follow any particular rules.
Well, we follow our own rules.
Yeah. The hell with Dale DeGroff.
Hey, I wouldn't go that far. He might be listening.
I'm sure he is.
I know that he often writes in. He has
To us?
He has best essay writing is actually
Oh, that's Dale's out there, is it?
That's his site.
Yeah.
There was another comment actually from some essay writing site today that I
Mm-hmm.
deleted.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah. You should maybe assemble them all and we'll make them as a downloadable PDF. Here are some of the strangest comments we've got on our blog.
well, I gotta admit that the bots that write these comments are pretty good.
Yeah.
They come up with a lot of on-topic nonsense.
Ah,
This latest one was written by a bot
Mm-hmm.
who assured me that he was a good bartender.
Mhm.
He liked to bartend. He liked to make drinks. He did not know why he liked to make drinks, but that he was good at making drinks.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, I guess, that I'm good at making drinks was sort of how it all summed up.
Oh, okay.
Keyword is drinks.
Yes.
He's trying to get as many drinks in there as possible.
Yes. But much better than the bot that wrote the thing about dragon fire and dragons and for the benefit of all of the dragons to have to do with the thing.
I guess you must have mentioned Sneaky Dragon a couple of times.
Oh, maybe, and it could have been that in that particular episode that we had Did we do something called a dragon or a flame, or did we do anything like that?
Well, we had the flaming orange.
Oh yeah, this is gonna have a flamed orange too.
It is.
That we probably should have done a whole lot more slicing than prep.
Should I be slicing now? I got a knife.
Yeah, if you could do a little slice of orange, because I'm gonna wet the rim of our glasses here.
Okay. Let me. Where'd the way orange go?
I don't here. Use this one because it's been opened already.
You opened the right end?
I opened just a little bit because I wanted to rim this one here
Oh, okay.
to show you what a nice crusty coating should look like on it. On a glass.
It's beautiful, I have to say.
But I don't even think that this one is good enough.
It's not. When I said beautiful, I meant horrible.
Oh.
So what am I doing? Slices?
I just want a little slice that I'm going to rub around
Oh,
here.
okay.
Give me a nice juicy thing. And Dave, well, he films us to get us all
He's making a
photogenic.
lot of beeps and boops over there. So
He's beating.
he's like he's on the
I've
Enterprise.
got R2D2 running the video camera this episode.
You make this work?
I think I can make that work. Could you cut it into so I have access to the juice? One of those.
Oh, across
I
things?
just like to refer to it as juice access.
There you go, improved juiced access.
Thank you.
It's the 2000 model.
Cool.
Now for juice access.
And then we are going to need a few slices of orange there.
Oh, so more like I did with the improved juice access or without?
I think it's, I didn't bring my reading glasses. You'd think that since we do this on a pretty regular basis that I would be all outfitted, but I am not.
Well, there's no standard
Is there?
when it comes to garnish. I mean, you could be, a semicircle, a complete circle.
I think we have ourselves listed under comedy on the,
Oh, I sure hope so.
so in these dull moments, I don't know if we should be so expository, maybe be a little funnier.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Have you got any hockey stories, Dave?
Well, no, I've been working on them since Eddie took over with this
All right.
terrifying tale.
These
That's
are-
right. This would have been a perfect time for one of those.
Okay.
But look at this.
I got
See
some-
how, now imagine if you had that.
If I had a camera, I'd take a picture, but I've got a handful of orange.
That's okay.
Dave's got it covered. Do you have a thing to put this in? No.
Sort of.
A saucer?
Um,
Here, you
you can
guys,
put it on that paper towel there.
that paper towel there. There we go.
And then you shake off the excess. I mean, can you imagine? And the inside is lickety clean, so you're not going to get anything stuck
Right.
no place, no how. I'll do one more just for you Vegematics at home there.
Yeah.
In case you went out and got yourself a peanut butter sandwich, you want to know how to do this. BarbecuePitBoys.com. This episode is brought to you by Barbecue Pit Boys. There's chapters all over the world. They're good guys. They know what they're doing when it comes to barbecuing.
Have we got another sponsor? Is that what you're doing?
We do. Now this one looks like a bit of a mess. This is the one you give your mom.
Ouch.
Hi, Mom. And we have some.
Okay, so now we got sugared glasses.
We got sugared glasses, and so this is going to work out just fine now. And you've got a maraschino cherry.
I've got 3.
Okay. So we're going to double this one, and we're going to share it out 3 ways. Fair enough.
That seems fair.
Okay.
Are you gonna put any rye in it?
So you prepare a rocks glass, which is what we have done.
Okay. I'm excited.
We combine equal measures of superfine sugar and cinnamon in a plate, and you frost the rim, which we've done.
Oh, man, I tell
And
ya.
if you could do this 3 hours ago,
Yeah.
even better.
I like that. It's like the Apollo 11 mission.
In the bottle of a mixing glass, we're going to use this shaker.
It's nothing like the Apollo 11 mission.
We're going to muddle a couple of orange slices.
Nothing wrong with a little hyperbole.
Hyperbole. And then we're going to get a couple of these guys.
Does that mean I need more orange slices?
No, I don't know.
I think maybe I do.
We're going to just for garnish. Give us some half wedges or something that we can do a magical thing with. And here's maraschino cherries. So look at that. So you put in a couple of slices, or you put in a slice of orange, which we put 2 because we're doubling it. And you put in a maraschino cherry.
Don't put your necktie in
Yeah.
it. You almost did.
Oh my gosh, hang on. And
And
marmalade,
the secret ingredient.
the secret ingredient.
How much?
It calls for a bar spoon or a teaspoon of orange marmalade. So there's
See that
some
going?
marmalade. This end should be quite neat, I think.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Because of the marmalade?
Yes, exactly.
Circa, I got that one right.
And it's so easy to measure, it's like it measures itself.
I don't think so.
And you only use Mrs. Mendelbaum's marmalade.
This time I'm using Tesco, the
Oh.
fine British product,
Oh.
Tesco.
Hmm.
Oh, we're the boys from Texaco. We work from Maine to Mexico.
Yeah?
Are you the stuttering cowboy?
I'm a stuttering cowboy. And then it calls for a 1/4 ounce of Domaine de Canton ginger liqueur. I'm not very wealthy, so we're going to use Bowls ginger liqueur. But if you have Domaine de Canton hanging around the house,
Use that.
by all means. But we're going to hope that this works just fine. So we've got the sweetness of the orange, the sweetness of the maraschino cherry,
Thank you.
the sweetness of the ginger liqueur, and the sweetness of the orange marmalade. I don't know if you like a lot of sweetness.
Usually I'm in there somewhere.
Oh, sure, and just a touch of Fred.
Yeah.
Aw.
And so now we're just going to muddle this.
Why did you make wedges out of this thing?
Well, you know, like these things.
Oh,
Make one
the
of those.
round ones.
Sure. So this squeezes all of the juice out, and ideally none of the bitter pith.
How do you do that?
I don't know, but I'm doing it. And this amount of liquid, of course, will help dissolve the marmalade, because at first you're thinking, I don't want a great big goopy hunk of marmalade in the bottom of my glass. Or do you?
Well, I do. But I might be the only one.
So that has been muddled. I don't know if Dave can get a shot of that, but that looks...
I could if I can. Oh, yeah, that's firmly muddled.
Oh, yes.
The muddled mess.
The muddled mess of the royal ginger snap. And I would love to taste that just as it is, but I'm not going to. But I will smell it. It smells like orange juice, ginger, marmalade, and a maraschino cherry.
Well, that seems
Or a
appropriate.
maraschino cherry. So, marmalade, all that. Add the whiskey, the bitters, and the ice. Dave has an Angostura bitters right here. It calls for 2 dashes. So we'll throw in 2 dashes. It also calls for Crown Royal. Now this is that garbage they make in Gimli, Manitoba.
Yeah.
I teased them. That's not even been open, has it?
No.
I didn't even crack that.
No.
Can you see up close? I can't
No.
see.
Hey.
This is a great product. The Crown Royal's been around forever and a day. It used to come in a purple bag. Faux velvet.
That's right, I remember the purple bag.
Yeah.
Isn't that black velvet that came in the purple bag?
Oh, I thought it was just a Crown
It
Royal.
came in some sort of tube, didn't it?
Came in the mail.
Oh, maybe you're right. I don't remember.
So it's 2 ounces of this.
Yeah. Should be good stuff.
Oh yeah. And as always, we double it for your listening pleasure. Because nothing sounds better than drunks.
Oh, boy, that sounds good. Smells even better.
Smells like Canadian rye. Whiskey, that is.
Yeah. So I was going to bring the Northern Harvest, but I thought that might be gilding the lily a bit.
Oh, you don't want to be accused of gilding the lily.
No, no. I have been. It's no fun. Nobody wants to be accused of that.
Add the whiskeys, bitter, and ice, and shake well, and then strain it into the prepared glass over ice. And we prepared it by doing our best.
Okay.
So let me throw a couple of cubes into each of these glasses here for us, what we're going to eat here in short order. Maybe not eat.
Well, it'll go into our bouche.
Oh, sure, our bouche. And where's my little, here's the strainer, because we're going to double strain, because this is going to be full of fiber.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it's
Oh,
got
on account of the
got a
marmalade.
bunch of mashed up
Sure.
garbage in it. So we'll put some ice
like
in
a
there.
yucca flux.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit like a yucca flux. Fred,
Hey.
I'm going to put one more in here.
Okay. All right.
And then we're going to shake this monkey up, and then we'll be good. You ready?
Okay.
The Royal Ginger Snap.
Hey, we haven't done that for a while.
No, we haven't.
Yeah. And you know what I want? It's like we did a wedding. Oh yeah, this is it.
There we go. Shook the hell out of it because of the, you know.
Oh, the fruit. Yeah, you really got to work out
I
more.
didn't have that for lunch.
It's okay, we got lots of fruit.
I went buying oranges. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, it smells like a tiki drink.
Yay!
That's right, says somebody way in the back. And let's see what we can do here.
I'm gonna take some pictures, so if anybody's wondering what that funny noise is,
Is it pictures?
or it could just be my lunch. How's it working?
So far, so good.
It looks sort of like applesauce,
Yes, it's
but there's no apple in it.
not yet.
What?
No, there's no apple in it, you're right. And the fine straining is great. I mean, this is your craft bartender kind of stuff, right? When you're pouring something through another thing.
Yeah, into a thing that's crusted with other stuff.
Yes. I just wish it looked a little bit better because we can't fill it all the way up to the top. Sorry, Dale. Dale is very good. Dale deserves full marks for everything.
Oh, sure.
For his final exam.
He's an A+ is what Dale gets.
So we got that. Let's stash that. I don't know.
Oh, we want some.
It's turned into a bit of a mess.
You want these sliced in?
Yeah, you did do the little division, and we'll do that for one of the photos. Because what he did is he says, strain into the prepared glass and garnish with the orange peel. Oh, damn. No, it's a flamed orange peel. We're not doing the orange peel.
I can.
Look.
We got lots of peel here.
Yeah, but we don't have anything to flame it with. I forgot to bring a lighter.
Oh, doesn't Dave smoke?
No, I gave it up. It's my New Year's resolution.
Oh, well.
But,
What do you want to do with it? You want to do some of this?
Sure, we'll do an orange twist, so at least we get the oil in there. Oh, God. I tell you, we're trying to get sponsors for this show. No one's going to come on the show or sponsor it.
There's a little tiny
We're
one.
halfway through the damn thing, and we can't even get a twist of orange. The flamed orange. We'll put the picture in of me flaming the orange from last time.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
Oh, that was fantastic.
In fact, you know what we should do? We should just edit this part out, and we'll say, and then flaming orange like that. Whew.
Oh, and then we'll talk about how awesome it looks.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just.
I know.
This is it's easier.
This is like, what do they call it? Who's the guy that cuts up all the stuff at the bar? Bar back? He's the bar back. He's my bar back here. He's my sous chef.
Yeah.
If I was Gordon Ramsay.
Oh yeah, you would
I'd
have fired
You'd
me
be,
by now.
yeah, you'd be yelling
I'd be-
your head off at Fred.
He always is.
Our drinks are warming up.
Yes, I know. It's all just.
And here's the last one.
All right.
That
Well, that's great. That'll be the one for the photo.
big hunk would be a hunka.
Yeah. That might be the photo-worthy one. That one had a nice crust on it. This is the one for Grandma. And this is for Dave. And you can see where it's already dripping down the side there. That's what I described. But it's our version of the Royal Ginger Snap. An old-fashioned with marmalade instead of sugar. And a heavily crusted, sugary coating on the outside.
I'm heavily crusted.
Oh my God.
Is that all right?
It's fantastic.
I'm getting there.
It is a holiday delight. I see exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Back when I would say that the drink tasted like Christmas,
Yeah.
that's what it tastes like. So imagine if it was sharp enough to cut
Oh,
your
wow.
lip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right the way it is.
I think it's all right the way it is too. Except that you get powder all over your lips.
Yeah. I'm changing my mind on Dale. We'll do anything you tell us, Dale.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that drink. If I had anything to say against it, and I do, and this is just a mild quibble,
Sure.
is I kind of wanted to have a thicker mouthfeel. But I will accept your answers as better than mine. Because, you know, when I get into an idea where it says, oh, it should be like syrup, and then you guys point out, you wouldn't drink syrup, and then I go, oh, you're right, I don't want it to be like syrup.
Yeah. I think you got it figured out already.
Yeah, I don't. Seems fine to me, mouthfeel wise.
What did you call me?
Old mouthfeel.
I think you could not strain it. I mean, if you wanted to get more pulpy goodness, you could maybe single strain it.
No, I don't want pulpy goodness. No, you're right, it's good. You know what I want is I want more of it.
I think you're right. If there's anything wrong with this drink, is it's not big enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like that just fine.
I mean, if I was served that at a bar, I'd be tickled. I think this would be the fantastic thing to have.
But you're pretty ticklish.
I am very
Bartenders
sensitive.
tried it before.
No, very good. The Royal Ginger Snap. I looked online because I knew I had it in his book, The Essential Cocktail, The Art of Mixing Perfect Drinks. All you have to do is read it.
Yeah, we sell it on our website.
Oh yeah.
But that's the trick. You have to read the recipe all the way through.
To the end?
You can't be like me.
Mm-hmm.
Half-ass it.
Don't skim it.
Don't
Although,
skim
if this is half-assing it,
Oh, yeah.
if this is the half-ass version, I'll tell you, I don't think I can handle the full-ass
Oh,
version.
think of it's dripping everywhere.
Oh,
the wrong adjective. In fact,
It's all gone to hell.
I'm gonna put it into my prepared glass
oh yeah, see how that works
just
out.
to see if that actually, if that crustier,
Mm-hmm.
if that was long enough, because that would be helpful to tell people. That would actually be a thing. Yeah.
Better?
Well, you don't get here. Try it. You don't get all the powder that we've got off of the freshly done one, but you get just a hint of it. But it's I think it stays there lodged better,
Oh, I see what you mean.
and it kind of controls the delivery of it a little bit.
You know, I didn't even really get to the nose. I just jumped in.
Yeah.
But it's funny, it does, I guess it's the cinnamon and the marmalade, and it has a very, fall sort of
Yeah.
thing going on there.
Well, we're on the steep slope to fall, so.
No!
It's almost like you could make one of these and then just dump it into a cup of coffee with some whipped cream. You'd have some sort of pumpkin spiced latte.
Yeah.
You want to sip out of the one with the harder crust to see if it makes a difference?
All right.
Yeah. I was just saying to Fred when you were in the other room, I think it controls that cinnamon delivery better because now it's not the powder everywhere.
Yeah, you're right. That does give it a little more balance with the crystallized rim.
Crystallized rim, that's the secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it makes a difference. That's what I like about the world of cocktails, and I don't think we've actually underlined that enough, is when it is done so precisely, and you start thinking, well, do you really need that, or do you have to do it that way? But that is part of the whole thing. You know, you drink or eat with your eyes first, so it has to look nice. If it looked awful,
Yeah.
you know, so I think it's those little, I was saying to Dave, that's the subtle things, right?
Yeah.
To crust it properly would make a
It
difference.
does make a difference.
And to not have that there, it would taste different as well. You need that there, that delivery system. The same way you need the orange twist in there to get the orange on the nose that little bit when you're drinking
Yeah,
it.
no, all the pieces are important. I like it. I'm gonna try that at home, because I have marmalade.
You know what you do with your marmalade?
What's that?
Throw it on chicken thighs, put them in the slow cooker. With other stuff. It's not just marmalade and chicken.
You have to kill the chicken first.
Oh, you don't-
don't throw it onto a live chicken's knees.
It'll slow them down.
Well, I mean, the slow cooker, if it's a big enough slow cooker, you can do it that way. But it's,
Wow. Marmalade on chicken thighs.
yeah, it was like a soy sauce and it's
Uh-huh.
marmalade and then it was something else and then you cook it down and it makes like an orangey kind of barbecue sauce. It's vaguely 1970s Asian
Yeah.
flavored kind of a thing. This is orange chicken. I've done it a couple of times.
You could have one of these, and you could have the chicken thighs with marmalade and sauce.
Yeah.
Chicken
And if you put it on low, it takes about 8 hours to cook it. So you could actually drink a whole bottle of Crown Royal.
Crown Royal while you're waiting for your chicken.
Yeah.
Wow.
That sounds like a great idea,
Yeah.
doesn't it? It does, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not, okay.
If you only had 8 hours.
Yeah. Well, that's great. I've got, I know you've got some stories.
I have some rough and tumble tales of Eddie.
Terror.
Of terror.
Tales of terror.
Eddie's rough and tumble tales of terror.
Eddie's rough and tumble tales of terror. I have 2 of them.
Oh, excellent, because we missed one last time.
Now, nobody left any comments about Tales of Johnny, where my Uncle Jack gets yelled at by my mom and he trips and falls down.
Falls down and
It's all
like it looked like Dick Van Dyke delivering mail.
It was like one scene from an entire tale.
Right.
So if there was more to the tale, I think maybe people would have been more engaged. But I think he's got potential, and I don't think he should quit. You should give us some more of those, Tales of Johnny. Now, we missed Dave's birthday.
Oh my gosh, we've got more stories.
This is going to be a 2-hour episode.
Okay. Well, do you want to, you have the floor.
All right,
Except
well,
that you don't have the microphone.
Oh my goodness.
I know we haven't quite, you're not drinking enough, Dave.
I know, but we're getting pretty close to emptying a huge tub of.
So I'm,
Tanqueray.
Yeah, we've only got like 3 ounces left.
One episode left.
Yeah.
So, but I expect you to be drinking a lot more of this one than you did on the last one. I had a feeling you were sort of slacking off.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I should always be drinking more.
You should be drinking more gin and tonic.
So for you at the home audience that aren't watching the video, Dave has just received 3 liters of Tanqueray gin.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you very much, everybody.
And while you're drinking that,
Yes.
You'll also
More?
enjoy a
Yes.
trip for 2 to
CBGB and oh my fuck.
Wow.
Wow.
Dave's had a stroke.
30
and
years
cut it
from the
live.
home on the underground. Oh yeah, of course, I'm quite familiar with CBG. I haven't been to CBGB's.
This is a location?
Well, it was a famous punk club.
Yeah,
Back
in
in the
Manhattan.
day.
it just closed down this past spring, I think.
Oh, did it? Oh.
So what does CBGB stand for?
Country blues. No, country blues.
Country
No,
bluegrass
country
and blues.
bluegrass
And blues.
blues.
Which, as it turns out, they by the time they were famous, that was
Not a great name for it.
well, no, but it stuck.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what Don't Fuck stands for.
Oh, thank you very much.
But nothing better than a book about music, I always say.
yeah. An afterword by David Byrne.
Wow.
Everybody's favorite talking head.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Well, Max Headroom is also my favorite talking head, but that's just.
You're a big Matt Brewer fan.
Oh,
Way
I'll
back
tell
then.
you. He's
Yeah.
a Canadian kid. You know, I think he's going to amount to something one day.
Oh, I always forget that he's Canadian.
Yeah.
Really?
I had, entirely.
It's the only thing distinctive about it's not.
In fact, I'd actually forgotten about Matt Brewer until you mentioned Max Headroom, and I'd forgotten about Max Headroom until you mentioned Max Headroom.
Were you with me when we saw him downtown Vancouver?
Perhaps. Where did we see him? If I was
Yeah,
with
he
you,
was like Granville Street.
was walking along.
Yeah, I was walking along with some other guy.
Yeah, it might have been me.
Yeah, all right. I'll go with it.
I'll go with it.
I'll believe
Oh,
it.
rough and tumble tale of Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then one time, Dave and I saw Bill Good downtown as well.
Yeah.
Wow,
Sure.
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. What happened?
He was fighting Matt Brewer.
Over a chicken thigh.
So I have, as I say, this time around, I have 2 tales of terror
Yeah.
from Eddie.
Oh, excellent.
Well, one of them, I'm only going to share one of them, and we're going
Okay.
to keep the other one in the bank, the Eddie bank.
Okay.
One of them has me in it.
Oh.
Oh, is that the best one?
No, they're both brilliant.
Oh, okay.
Do you want the one with me in it, or do you want the one without me in it?
Let's have the one with you in it.
Okay, the one with me in it.
Mm-hmm. As we're calling it.
Now I'm going to give you a little preamble here,
Mm-hmm.
because once we did it, Eddie had written to say that he had tested 2 more of his Tales of Eddie
Right?
stories
Mm-hmm.
on his friend
Right?
when they were enjoying breakfast at the Tomahawk Restaurant in North Vancouver.
Oh, come on.
Yes, this episode is brought to you by the Tomahawk Restaurant in North Vancouver.
Yeah, the lumberman's breakfast. It's
There you go.
huge.
He did not say what he had,
Mm.
but he did say that she was not impressed in any way with either of the stories.
Perfect.
Oh.
She did not even give a, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Just a silent stare.
Uh-huh.
And so we're hoping to create some more silent stares.
It's ideal for us.
He's concerned that it's going to be a one-off.
Well, it'll be 2.
He said he would be proud to tell friends that his CKNW Old Lady Postal Story was a one-and-done feature
Oh.
on our fabulous show. But no, he's going to get at least 2.
Yep. Yeah, there's no way out now.
Yes. So this is it.
All right.
A tale of terror.
Yeah.
Rough and tumble tale of terror that involves me.
All right.
I will use it. I will read it in Eddie's his own handwriting.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
We should probably put some music behind it, like a Ken Burns documentary.
Yeah.
Sure, you know, Civil War music.
My dearest Abigail, I trust this letter finds you well. Oh yeah, okay.
I'm coming back to you now.
Yeah, but yes, this was Eddie. This is the backstory. Eddie used to do a comic strip in a Japanese magazine.
Is he Japanese?
He is not Japanese, but
That's
he wrote
the story.
He wrote a comic. Yeah, you're right. The end.
Oh.
Eddie used to do a comic strip in a
Okay.
Japanese magazine called 42 Plain Street.
Okay.
And when I met him in the summer of 91, he was still,
Flying high?
well, yeah, flying high. In this tale, he finds himself, despite his best efforts, he says, he finds himself one bloody comic strip short of fulfilling my month's commitment of episodes for the Japanese magazine that I'd been under contract to for the previous year. Yes, I'd had the occasional writer's block in the past, but nothing like this. Never lasting as long as this, and time was quickly ticking down to the final day before they all had to be mailed to LA to be translated into Japanese and then sent over to Tokyo.
LA to Tokyo?
That's how Japanese comic strips work. Enter Jason, he says. I'd only known him for a week or two. This was in the summer of 91. We were both getting our feet wet in the animation class being taught at Capilano College in North Vancouver.
You got your feet wet?
Oh yeah, well it's wet in North Van.
Yeah, rain's almost can now.
What a mistake that decision of mine had been, to quit the mailman job for a boring animation course. Boring except for the fact that I made a few interesting new friends there, and Jason might have been the best of the bunch. What do you mean might have been the best
Yeah, I
of the
don't
bunch?
know. It's like it sounds like the jury's still out on that.
This is part of the rough and tumble part, where Eddie gets his clock cleaned for saying that I might have been the best of the bunch.
I'd like to know who the number 2 guy is, or the number 1 guy is, as it may turn out.
That's right, maybe I'm tied for number 1 with Rob Hackey. Anyway, when I gave Jason, a quick rundown of the task ahead of me and asked if he could help in any way, which I don't think was quite florid as well,
No?
I was delighted to discover that he had a clever gag just waiting for me in his giant head
I was waiting for that to come out.
that would fit my requirements
That I
exactly.
wasn't the one that...
Yes, my giant head, and I might have been the best of the bunch.
Yep.
Yes, it was acceptable at all checkpoints along the line and appeared in the next issue of Comic Morning magazine.
Wow.
Lucky Japanese riders on the bullet train were thrilled with Jason's episode. Well, I'm guessing on that, he says. Jason was rewarded by me with a crisp $10 bill.
Nice.
Hey, I still had to do all the hard stuff, he
Back when it
says.
was paper, too.
Yeah, exactly. And because of that incident, and only because of that incident, the two of us have remained friends to this day, and neither of us carried on with the animation nonsense in any manner. And then he apologizes and says that these are dull.
So is there a copy of the strip?
There is a copy of the script. I should see if I can find it in my shelf at home and scan it.
Tack it onto this episode.
Yes. I actually gave him a couple of ideas that were accepted.
Oh.
Yes,
Maybe you should have
You
been doing
remember
this.
them?
You should have.
I do remember them.
He remembers
Share
everything.
them,
You want me just to tell you what it is in case I
Sure.
can't find them?
Sure.
In the comic strip, it's a family. There's a mother and a father and a son. I don't think there's a little girl. I think there's just the 3 of them. And there might be animals? I'm trying to remember the picture. We'll say there's a dog, but I don't know if there is. The one was, the dad's looking out the window. I'd already read some of the other ones to get an idea. The dad's kind of a sad sack character, and the son is eager, but also lazy. And he's watching TV.
Yes.
And the dad says, boy, that lawn sure is getting long out there. And the kid watches TV. I think he might have said, yeah. And the dad says, yeah, someone's probably going to have to get out there and mow that lawn today. And the kid says, yeah. Tell you what, why don't you go out there and do that, and then we'll figure out the logistics of it afterwards, something like that. And then the final scene was the dad halfway through mowing the lawn going, wait a minute. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Now the mother was a piano teacher.
Right.
Or she had a band. I think she had a band.
Okay.
And the father comes home and he hears this music coming up from the downstairs. He says, wow, it really sounds like whatever her name was, Muriel. Muriel's practicing is really starting to pay off. And he hears some more music notes are there as he's taking his jacket off. He says, I should go down there and tell her just how well she's doing. She's really made some improvement. And he goes downstairs and he opens the door, and the final shot is him looking at the piano. There's a cat standing on the piano.
No.
The cat's looking back at him.
Yep.
He's looking deadpan at the cat. It wasn't the wife at all. A cat walking on the piano
Yeah, it was
Sounded
better.
is better than the wife.
Wow.
There you go. I'll see if I can find it. It's a good gag
He's-
in the comic world.
He's headed for divorce.
Oh, he might be. Yeah, that was how Plain Street ended. Murder suicide. A grisly murder suicide.
Yikes.
Well, this
Wow.
is Japanese for you. That's
Yeah.
how they like it.
No,
That's their comedy.
And he called it.
Yeah.
It was all Menendez brothers based comedy back in the early '90s in Japanese comic strips.
That's how it all played out.
And then we're gonna save the other one for next time.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna have him send more. And if any
definitely.
listeners out there want to have their tales read,
Sure.
we'll read your tales live on the show.
No.
Yeah. Tales of whoever.
Tales of whoever.
So what are we gonna do now?
I think you have a drink that you've got lined up. Do you want to move over here to the catbird seat?
Yeah.
Sure.
This has got disaster written all over it.
Do you need me
And
to
I'll tell you
cut
what.
up anything?
I need you to cut up.
Can you handle that? Can you cut up?
I can cut up with the best of them.
All right.
You don't need me to do anything, do you?
I don't think so.
Okay. So this is truly a weird experiment that you're doing.
Oh yeah, no, this is my nightmare. This is the actor going on stage with a show he hasn't rehearsed, doesn't know the script. It's see, what am I talking about?
Now we gotta get a blocking rehearsal in here.
And I need the shaker and
Let me get. Do you need any
some
of my crap here, or can it all come out of the way?
Your crap can go out of the way.
All right.
I'll get my what's left of my drink.
Sure.
I really need a drink right now. So this is a great opportunity. See, that's how it's going. I'll need the jam or jelly, whatever the hell that is.
You've got some artichoke hearts. It says
That's
on top of it.
what I'm looking for. That's how my mother. She repurposes.
Of course.
It's
You were originally a little dog.
Oh yeah, no, I've just been repurposed as her son. Thank God. That's all I can say. The dog it's a shitty life. I mean, yeah, there's some perks, but by and large.
Yes.
Uh,
Was lemon cut or anything?
Yeah, sure, cut it in half. Yeah, let's do that. I like the way you think. Like, this can't be this bad. So, this all started because of me, and I apologize to everybody.
Okay.
This
Should
is
have opened with that.
I'm very sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. So I saw the marmalade cocktail. Ah, perfect. I've got all this crabapple jelly that my mother made with the crab apples from my tree.
Right.
That's our tree. It's not just my tree. I share it.
I've seen you. You love that tree.
I
That
do.
tree belongs solely to Fred.
I give it hugs. And so I saw the marmalade one, so perfect. I'll look for crabapple cocktails. And I did a quick search and I saw one that said crabapple cocktail. So I thought, okay, I'm set. I'll look later. And I convinced you that that was a great idea.
You sent a huge list to me, and
Oh,
I looked
yeah.
at it at work, and I was like, I can't. I don't know. Whatever one you want. What are we gonna do?
There's a huge list of bad ideas.
Okay.
One of them, which I didn't even bother sending you, I think, just it started with 3 ounces of gin.
Dave has at least 3 ounces of gin
So maybe we should make that
in
one.
his bloodstream.
And it was just like, I don't think that's a good idea. That's not a balanced cocktail.
Okay.
So that wasn't good. So I found some bourbon ones, but none of them were quite right. And I think only one of them had apple jelly. I didn't like his idea either. And so, but I did notice a trend, and so I thought, well, I think I've got the makings of a cocktail here. So that's what I've got, the makings of a cocktail. I have the Kentucky Christmas, which has bourbon, lemon juice, simple syrup, cranberry preserves, and club soda. I have the whiskey sour with marmalade, which is bourbon, lemon juice, simple syrup, marmalade, and egg white, and some bitters.
Oh.
And then we've got the spiced apple old fashioned, and that's got bourbon, apple jelly, orange bitters, cinnamon, nutmeg, and orange rind.
Wow, that's like the old-fashioned
Which
that I just
I
did.
just dodged that bullet.
Yes.
It was virtually
That would have
the
been a
same.
great one to do.
Well,
We have all the ingredients
would it?
there, except for one.
yeah,
What's not there?
nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
But I thought, because I wanted to feature the jelly.
Yes.
I thought with nutmeg and cinnamon,
Mhm.
you'd get no flavor. You wouldn't have any of this left.
No.
Which I think you might have turned, but but it'll be fine.
It was preserved several years
It's
ago.
preserved. I think that is 2018. But I tasted it this morning, and I'm still fine.
Sure.
So, except for the stomach cramps. So I thought, well, we'll build it.
Right?
We'll build it, and then we've got a couple of choices to make. It's sort of like that video game. Remember the old days? They had the video game, and you got to make choices. And it would go this way or that way, so like a dragon thing. Now they're all like that, so it doesn't seem
Oh,
as
Dragon's
weird.
Lair. You're thinking of Dragon's Lair.
And it would get to a certain part of the game, and it'd say, "Are you going to do this? You're going to do that," and then it would go this way. So
Yes, but nobody ever got that.
no, because
It was too hard.
It was too hard.
It was so difficult.
So with this, we've got a few options, not too many, but because I think we're going to have bourbon, we're going to have the preserve, we're going to have a little bit of lemon juice. You're going to put them off.
I might.
Just staring at them. You're not supposed to stare at the camera.
He loves mugging for the camera.
But which one?
Both.
How do you do the 3-camera shoot? That's a... How does Jimmy Kimmel do it? They've got multiple cameras, don't they? Well, Dave Letterman had, what,
They
40?
all have a budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a director,
Yeah. Oh, right.
and an editor,
Yeah.
and a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, right then. Okay, well, there's some differences.
So which one are you doing?
So I don't know what to call it, so I'm going to call it, well, we'll see how it goes.
Oh, you've taken the best of all worlds?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All
It
right.
seems like a bad idea. But they've all shared a few common ingredients, and so those are the ones we're going to go with. So 2 ounces of bourbon, 1.5 teaspoons of apple jelly, half an ounce of lemon juice, and then either club soda or ginger beer.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got a couple of options on bitters, orange bitters or Peychaud's bitters, I thought. Good choice. I think those are the only options. We're not going to go with the egg white, unless you want to go with the egg white, because we got eggs. Oh, you got eggs. Huh? What do you think?
Dealer's choice.
Give it. No, we got to vote.
What do you think, Dave? Do you want an egg white?
I don't want an egg white because I have to go and get the egg.
I understand.
But I'm willing to make the
No.
sacrifice.
So it's not a shaker drink?
It is going to be shaker because you need to emulsify.
Is it going to be over ice?
It'll be a dry shake, but we'll pour it over ice.
Is Dave going to have to go get ice anyway?
Oh, he has to go get ice.
Oh.
He's got to get cubes. Oh no, there's work to be done.
The giant cubes, or should I just go get the giant?
We should get the giant cubes for the glasses.
Go get the
And
giant.
there's, I think there's enough ice here to shake.
I think so.
So we'll do a dry shake first, then we'll throw in some ice, and we'll do a wet shake. Is that the opposite of a dry shake?
I think that's the only opposite of dry is wet.
It was wet?
So I think we'll go with that.
Yeah, so you need to do a dry shake, especially if you're going to use an egg white, because you need to emulsify that. Plus, we're going to have the jelly in there, so that's a double whammy. So yeah, it's got to be a dry shake. This is a crab apple. He's off the tree this morning.
Yeah, really tiny little
Oh
fellows,
yeah,
aren't
no,
they?
there's not much to them.
No.
By the time you peel it and core it, there's not much left.
No, I can imagine.
So I think
Barely larger than a cherry.
exactly.
or a grape.
That's about the same size as a big grape.
Yeah.
So when you make jelly, you just cook it and mush it, and
Yeah.
so you get everything in there. But yeah, so that you guys can have a bite if you like. They're very sour. My mother likes sugar, so there's these are quite sweet. So the jelly is actually pretty good. So we'll get started here. So it's got Jason's. I'm not used to that one. Look at that! They got the big cubes.
Got the big cubes, man.
Yay! So we'll start with so it's a dry shake.
Do you need this spoon at all?
I will need a spoon for the jelly.
Oh, okay. I was gonna lick it, but I won't.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's no what he said.
Yeah, that's why I'm not doing it.
Yeah, all right, no good
You
for
don't
you.
make a big deal out of it.
Let's make a big deal out of it.
That's gonna
You know, just
It's my spoon, it's my marmalade, but I would lick it off, but I'm not gonna.
well, you could. There's a big jar full there. We can get a bigger spoon.
No, I can have it at home. I'm just gonna clean it off before I put it away.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you could. Then you have to wash it.
Nah, I'm not washing. I haven't watched any of this other stuff.
This whole thing's getting awkward. Lemon juice? Certainly. I'll take an ounce.
You're gonna have to just go full meat hand on it.
Oh, I think we got the.
right behind you, Fred.
Oh, all right.
Oh, the juicer.
I didn't even think to bring a juicer.
Oh, I could juice it.
Can you juice it?
Oh, sure.
You're the juicer.
I,
An ounce or so, maybe a little more. Yeah, you just wing it.
Sure.
What do you think is going to be in a half a lemon?
half a lemon of this sort?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you're gonna get your ounce out of this half.
Okay. Nice.
You want an ounce?
I want an ounce. I want at least an ounce. A little more would be okay.
Mm-hmm. What about a little less?
No, unacceptable.
Hmm.
I have standards after all.
You do.
I don't know if you've met me.
Mr. Standards and Practices. That's pretty much an ounce bang on.
Perfect.
There you go, sir.
Well, thank you.
For my next trick,
All right.
I will, I don't know,
I don't know what you're gonna do.
work on my improv
1.5
skills.
teaspoons of jelly. We have something that measures 1.5 teaspoons?
Well, this is a spoon that I have not licked.
You say that, but I haven't been really keeping an eye on it. This measures 1.5. I need, so a total of 3 teaspoons.
That shouldn't have teaspoons on it, does it?
No, shouldn't it?
Oh, it's got
Milliliters?
tablespoons.
It's got spoons.
I think that's about a teaspoon.
Is it?
You could probably eyeball it.
Oh, perfect. Look at that.
Look at that. Ooh. A little bit there. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Gluck.
yeah. Almost like Jello. More Jello than jelly.
Well,
Your mom's using old Surdo.
she could be. Yep. She said she just used the natural pectin that was in it.
Oh,
If
yeah,
you
there's
believe-
no pectin in apples.
Oh. It's not that. You sure?
No.
No. So what was it the call on the egg?
Oh, I went and got ice, but I did not get an egg.
Do you want an egg?
You want an egg? Let's do an egg.
Okay, let's do an egg.
You know where they are?
They're in the fridge.
Am I gonna get
On
one?
the door, on the door.
I keep them on the on the back stoop.
Ask the person who's coughing if they can help you.
That seems rude.
Yeah.
It seems like they've got other things on their mind if they're coughing.
Wow.
This thing leaks. What the hell? What's going on here? It used to be tight and dry. Now it's so. I should wait for Jason to come back. I don't want to say anything important while he's away.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
As this is a boiled egg, is that correct, sir?
Yes, that's correct. Oops, sorry about that.
And you're gonna put just the white in there, is that right?
That's right.
And then you could put the yolk in with the, oh no, don't put it in there. They will eat that yolk.
No, I won't.
Oh.
I don't need egg.
I'll have it later. Do you have a napkin or something, or tablecloth, or a tie?
This is pretty clean.
Is that a new tie?
No, this is a very old tie.
Oh, then I can use that.
This
Oh,
tie is I can't read it, it's too close. It's a premier collection, so
Oh,
you know
well,
that
that's
it's
the
a top
best.
quality tie.
all right. So here's our dry shake.
Dry shake. Now this just mixes up stuff. It's just,
Yeah.
Jeez.
I don't know,
It's-
this is, as the first episode goes, it
Yeah.
isn't bad.
If it were the, 84th episode,
Oh,
that
Yeah,
would
this
be
would be a bit of an
unacceptable.
embarrassment.
It
This is
would.
what we're gonna be using to sell the show to the networks. This
Yeah.
would not be a good one.
No. I'll.
I might rename one of the earlier shows. How much came out of it?
I don't know. I think maybe I must have dropped it. I don't think it's sealing right.
Now you can't get it off, can you?
No.
Yeah, sure.
My hands are all slippery because of the raw egg. It's okay. I just need that part off. So now we need the ice in there. Yeah.
Want a big-
one of them. So the new James Bond movie. It has a title.
Oh, is that right? What is it called?
No Time to Die.
Oh, that's a pretty good title.
I think so.
It sounds almost like a joke, it's a generic title, but I still like it.
I still like it. So I'm not going to be able to take a picture of this with the big camera.
Why is that?
Because my hands are all gooey.
That's your camera, don't worry about it.
I see the screen capture.
That's true. Yeah. All right, so here we go. So this is the drink. So now the last part.
Yes, let me reach across you. Is
So-
it ready to go? Can I just
Ready to
snap
go? Oh, sure. So now we've got 2 options. So I'll start pouring because we can do those options once it's in there. And I'm not. Oh yeah, look at that. So there's no straining here. So 2 options. So we've got the option of bitters and the option of ginger beer or club soda.
Oh,
So do we want ginger and apple, or do we want just club soda to sort of whatchamacallit, sorry, there's not as much froth as you usually get with egg.
I'm, is ginger ale is an option too?
Ginger beer and then Peychaud's bitters or orange bitters, or no bitters. So a lot of your sours would have a little bit of bitters in it.
Yeah, or the Angostura.
Or the Angostura.
We had Angostura in our last one.
Which we could do that.
Sure, throw in the Angostura.
Angostura it is.
And then ginger beer, is that going to try to make it too close to what we just had with the ginger liqueur? Ah, who cares? You brought ginger beer. Let's do ginger beer.
Ginger beer?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got an egg white,
Sure.
omelet.
It doesn't open that way.
Oh, well then no ginger beer.
No?
No, we're
But
fine.
doesn't Dave have a, he has an opener?
Yeah, if you told me before the show, I
Yeah,
had it all
I-
prepared,
I-
but since you guys like to wing it.
Yes, no, I forgot that this is the only thing, yeah, this one needs an actual opener instead of
I tell you, if like this is the pilot. If this is the pilot, I would say, Dave, we're not doing this.
No, I think the executives probably would have gotten up and gone out for lunch.
Yeah, they would have said, no thanks.
Thanks, I think we'll pass on this project.
But otherwise, I mean, the Tales of Eddie really rock.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a going concern.
In fact, if we could probably segue this show more towards user-contributed creative writing projects.
Sure, yeah, let's crowdsource our content.
I think that's a good idea.
I think that's the secret.
All right, so we've got, I'm gonna give these all a little stir, a little stirry stir just to get the bitters in there. We've got the giant cube,
Yes, the
Great.
comedy cube.
comedy cube. This is, it's got the consistency of a fine marmalade. So I think, yeah, it calls for a little bit of thinning. So we'll give that up to, there.
Dave used to work for Thinning Tractor,
Yes.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
a very popular Canadian company. Thinning International.
Thinning International. So there you have it.
That's fantastic. Why don't you hold it up and we'll take a little shot of you holding it. And that way we can blame you.
There.
Mhm. Over my way, Freddie.
Perfect.
There you go.
Oh, yes.
Mm. That's the sour crab apple sour. The crab apple sour?
Sure, it
The
sounds good.
crab apple sour.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
Have that one?
Invented on the show.
Yeah, it's got some sort of cloudiness floating on top, so I'm sure that's.
Yes, this might have been a double strainer. But it shouldn't be.
No.
It's an awful deep thing.
That's interesting.
It's sour.
Yeah, it is sour.
Yeah, it is.
I blame the lemon.
Yeah. No, it's nice though. But yeah, alarmingly so. Because it was like the pulp that I sucked through was all lemon pulp. But it's not lemon pulp. Because I juiced the lemon. You know, the pulp is still here.
That's right.
Ugh.
Want to give it a stir?
Sure.
This might help.
It's, I don't know yet. It almost looks like applesauce on the top. Oh, I forgot it's got an egg white in it.
It's got an egg white. Yeah,
Should you have shaken it with some ice after the dry shake, maybe?
maybe. I think that was my plan, but I'm so excited.
Because that would have made it frothy, which I think would have on its way to being.
Mm-hmm.
But now it looks like a raw omelet.
Spicy.
It's spicy.
Yeah, I think I got some egg bits on mine. Somehow it's cooked.
I'm gonna lick this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's, maybe a missing step or two in there. You want to
Yeah.
stir that up? Oh, you can't, because you've got a small, tiny spoon. You can mix that up with.
I do like it. The second set has been much better now that I've stirred it around a bit more. It wasn't nearly so sour.
Yeah, get more of the ginger in there.
Yeah.
But it's not too much ginger.
No. But it's certainly, it is too much ginger in that I can taste the ginger.
And none of the apple.
I think I get apple,
Do you?
but I'm just saying, I like it. I like it with that much ginger in it, because that's how I would want to do it, but, Davis.
It reminds me of something else, but I can't quite place.
Something good?
Yeah, I think so.
Your youth.
Yeah, it's not for my youth, but.
But it's funny, it's a funny, it's got this weird coating on the top. It's like Newman's Own.
Because I mostly taste the ginger beer
Yeah.
more than anything. So it's almost like a ginger beer, but it's slightly more viscous and There is something else with the ginger beer, but it's in the background.
Mhm.
It's waving way over there.
Egg.
Hey, maybe.
Yeah, it's not that I don't I like it fine, but I think it's not right.
No, it's not right.
It's like a good hotel stay in a hotel under construction. It's just like, well, how was it? I said it was good, but they assured us that it was not ready yet.
Yeah.
But we couldn't figure out.
So maybe club soda might have been the way to go.
Yeah, it's a heavy cocktail. Like I don't know if I hadn't finished this whole thing, I don't think I'd want another cocktail.
Right.
You know, like I'd be too full.
This is the missing mouthfeel from the first drink.
Maybe.
Yes, it is. You're right. It's the missing mouthfeel. It's almost like too that maybe I want it to be warm,
Ooh, like a toddy.
like a toddy.
Maybe.
That's
I
true.
can see it working as a toddy.
That's true. You know, and then the crab apple jelly would probably prefer being warm than being cold.
Maybe.
Because it's probably just trying to re-gel.
Maybe we should try it later on with this.
Put it in the microwave.
Yes, we'll bring it back for Christmas because what we'll have to do is we'll be like the Tom and Jerry, where you can't go too warm, otherwise the egg just cooks and floats on top.
Yeah.
You gotta make like a battery kind of a thing with
Mhm.
it. But that's with the yolk.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, maybe the egg white you don't need.
Yeah,
Maybe not.
exactly.
But that flavor profile warmed up, I think, would be the bee's knees.
So that's I don't think the egg was a good idea.
And maybe less shell.
Maybe
Yeah,
not shell.
a little less shell would go with it.
So what are you calling this? The Shell Corporation?
He was improvising the title as he was
Mhm.
drinking.
Crab
Crab apple sour
apple sour,
cocktail.
crab apple whiskey sour, whiskey, apple, crab, I don't know.
A crab trap.
Yeah.
I was calling it the crab apple gentleman.
Oh, that doesn't even flow off your tongue properly.
No, it
The
doesn't.
crab apple gentleman.
Too many syllables.
The gentleman of elegant crab apples.
Is it crab apple sour?
Gentleman with crabs.
No.
We could name it something to do with Hawkeye Pierce because he was from Crab Apple, Maine.
Oh, he's from Crab Apple Cove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Cove right now.
It's the Crab Apple Cove.
Cove.
All right.
There we go. In honor of Helen Alda.
Yep. Dead this very day,
No.
August 20th, 2019.
No.
Rest in peace, Alan.
I think you've got the wrong.
Is it the 20th?
Depending on when you listen to this, Alan Alda died this very day.
Stop it. That's going to spread viral all over the internet.
Oh yeah.
Helen Alda's
All
dead.
our listeners will be phoning their friends on the
I
telephone.
should be phoning Alan Alda.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sure
should.
he's okay.
Exactly. Well,
The Crab Apple Cove.
The Crab Apple Cove.
there'll be a Mark II version of this.
The Mark Twain version.
It's mighty tasty.
I mean, I like it. What's missing for me is the crab apple. I think.
Right.
Right. Yeah. I don't.
Well, the thing with crab apple too, I mean, crab apple jelly is really going to taste a lot like sugar and fruit. Right?
It does, yeah.
No, you're not going to get a big apple flavor, are you?
You're not going to get
No.
it. Yeah.
I wouldn't think.
No.
In fact, I don't think.
Mainly peel. That's why it's red. That's not that's just from the apple peel.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No? Or it's red dye number 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is red dye number 4. Oh well, these drinks certainly work. So they got that.
I'll say that for him.
Going for them. Crown Royal and Woodford Reserve with some gin liqueur
And eggs.
and eggs. Oh, it's probably a bad egg.
Probably.
Salmonella.
No? Oh, good.
There's a lot of floaties in here. I don't know.
No.
I'm trying not to look at mine because it looks like miso soup.
It does, with an ice cube in it.
Miso sad. Unfortunately.
Maybe skip the egg white.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you could probably skip
The
it.
crab apple coven.
Yeah. The evil version.
Yeah.
Coven.
Want a crab apple?
No, thank you.
No.
All right.
They're not actually edible, are they?
Yeah, they're very sour.
Oh, I thought they were like the horse chestnut of the fruit family.
No.
They are.
Okay. All right.
If you eat them, you will get sick. And if you eat enough of them, you will die.
Is that
right?
That is.
horse chestnuts?
No, crab apples.
Really?
No,
They're
no,
full
it
of potassium.
is. See, it's like an apple inside.
Yeah, I know, it's like an apple inside, but if you eat too many of them, then you will die.
Yeah, cyanide, right? Because the pit's like
Yes.
seed.
Yes, and by too many, I mean a ton.
Oh yeah,
You will
Yeah,
literally
that's fine.
explode.
sure.
Yeah, that's just a bad apple.
Sure it is. That's why nobody eats
Maybe
them.
this one's better. I picked them. I'm right off the tree. That one shouldn't be that. It's a little bit mealy.
Yeah, well,
This one's got more.
I was telling Fred before the show, my family used to have a crabapple tree in the back, and we didn't do anything with them. They just let them fall to the ground. That's what they're supposed to be.
yeah. I think the best you could hope is either to make wine or throw them at other children.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh,
You put them in your slingshot.
that one's good.
Yeah, oh, that was, sorry, it was a winner.
Yeah.
But it's very sour.
We have a bite of this half here. Is it crisp?
Yep, that one's crisp. Huh?
Mm.
Yep.
The face of love, Jason Debrick on the crowd.
It's like if there was such a thing as an apple sour candy,
Mm-hmm.
that's the flavor.
That's it.
You get apple at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
and the sour comes in, and then the sour goes away,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're left with sort of an unsatisfactory apple. I don't know why they call them crab apples.
I don't know. What's a crab got to do with it?
Yeah. Some people love crab.
Yeah.
Does that mean that it's good? Or do people that don't like crab? And in fact, are all apples crab apples, and then they manage to breed them into a nice apple, right? Because if you grow an apple from a seed, you don't
Yeah.
get it to the apple that you grew it from, or the tree you isn't the apple. It does these awful little things.
Often, yeah.
Well, sometimes it'll grow a fish tree.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Or a crab tree.
Crabtree and Evelyn products.
Yeah. Yep, you get a nice hand lotion.
Mm.
If you're lucky.
Right.
Yeah.
You're getting awfully sweaty and dizzy.
Yeah, it's a ginger. It's speeding up your
Oh,
metabolism.
good.
Yeah, the ginger is making sure that we've absorbed everything,
Mm-hmm.
and everything we've absorbed is egg and whiskey. Because what they're going to call CBGBs.
Eggs and whiskey, and they thought, nah, that doesn't really.
So, I guess if we're gonna, make a choice between the two,
Yeah,
the one without the eggs in it.
I guess. I mean, it's not that I don't like this flavor. I'm just sort of spooked by the cloudy coverage of it.
Flotsam and jetsam.
It looks, from above, it looks like, I don't know, like an aerial shot of Venus. This show is brought to you by Answers with Joe. By Joe, with Joe.
With Joe.
That's right. Mention Joe, 25.
25 for a month-long free membership to the Gentleman Elegant Leisure Club.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's all cross-pollination there, Joe.
Yeah.
Send in your questions that you want us to answer.
Answer, astrophysics, pop culture, anything to do with that.
You got it.
Yeah.
We will take care of it for you.
Yeah.
But if we're gonna put this one up there, I recommend they don't put the egg white in it.
All right, if we put it up, there will not be egg white in it. So just you listeners that have stayed this far into this disaster of a show will know not to add, or that you could have added egg, and you could have shaken it more with ice. You would have got a big frothy head on it.
Yeah, I guess.
And it would have looked like the I'm not going to say the bee's knees, but it would have looked like the bee's knees. That's right.
Yeah, it's only because I really don't know what I'm doing.
And with that vote of confidence,
I think we've said that before,
I
haven't
think
we?
so. But I don't know if we've ever not known what we were doing and then done it live on the show. And made
Yeah,
it.
the last time I did a drink, I think.
Did you create it from scratch out of
No.
your noggin?
No, I don't think so. I think I tried to do a whiskey sour from scratch out of my noggin.
This is two failures because the
Yes.
first one was a recipe that I did not follow properly because I did not read it clear enough,
Yeah.
and the second one was 8 different recipes filtered through Fred's questionable
Yeah.
idea filter.
yeah. I don't know which one I prefer.
I should have, yeah.
I think I'm leaning towards your cocktail, the first one.
The Dale DeGroff
Yeah.
Royal Ginger Snap.
Even though you're riffing on it, you, as you said,
That's pretty close.
it's pretty good.
I think I like that one too.
Yeah.
Because as I get deeper into this one, the egg is solidifying.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, no.
In fact, you're gonna put it on the griddle after the
It's
show.
farming
Cook
griddle.
yourself up and
With the yolk that you
With
have
the yolk,
left
yeah.
over.
Yeah, it's getting a little clumpy. I mean, I like the flavor, but I think it's mainly because I like ginger.
Yes, no,
Ginger and bourbon, it's like,
Yeah.
sure, why not?
Sure.
Well, then why don't you make that?
We could have ginger and
Make that when I
bourbon.
get home.
Yeah.
You could have had a bourbon buck.
Yeah.
Ginger ale and bourbon with a squeeze of lemon.
Yep.
We all would have gone home happy.
Mm.
Jesus Christ.
So I was going to try it at home. I thought, no, it'd be more interesting to do it here. But I don't think that's true.
I think that it would have been more interesting to do it here, and this is my own fault as well. And just wait till next time if you've stuck this far into the episode. At what minute are we at? An hour?
We're at an hour and 15.
Yeah, that's enough.
That's enough. Let's wrap this up.
I think if we had this thing lined up, so even we could throw it together. Although I know
Yeah.
what you were doing, I know you were riffing, but
Yep.
even if we had all of the stuff lined up, we
Mhm.
could have been a little sharper on it. I think our creative thing.
It'd be faster to say no.
You know what we should have done? Is we should have had toast.
Oh, that would have been.
That would have been great. Wouldn't that have been a nice,
Yeah.
nice palate cleanser?
As it turns out, that was what was going to
That's-
save the show.
Yeah, a little bit of toast.
A toast!
Toast and eggs. There's nothing better.
Yes. To the gentlemen of Elegant Leisure and to all of you wonderful people
Oh,
that
yeah.
listen in week after week after week, we
Yeah.
wouldn't do this if you weren't listening,
No,
or we might. It remains to be seen.
but thank you for tuning in and you know and for your cousin who says you like all the drinks. Ha! In your
I
face.
thought we did like this.
I guess we did.
We're just confused by
He's
it.
confused by it.
It doesn't need the corn silk in it, or whatever the stuff is on the top.
Mm.
The flavor is still fine.
Yeah.
And maybe cut the lemon a little bit, because I feel like I'm going to have dreadful heartburn tonight from the
Mm.
amount of lemon I've sucked
But it
down.
was only half an ounce, which is less than most of these drinks called for.
That's true.
But still, for this drink, too much.
That's how I feel like it's coming through. But I love it. I've almost finished
I'm
it.
gonna make a note. Quarter of an ounce.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take what you've done there and go
Yep.
down to a bartender and have him make it for you.
Have him fix it.
Yeah, so what would you do with this? I want you to do it on the way home. I don't want you
Really?
going home.
Really? No.
No. You stop at a bar on the way home. You get to go home eventually. Hey, don't
Okay.
look so scared.
But if you do that,
Yeah.
and you do go to a bar and
Mhm.
have a bartender, how do you thank the bartender for improvising on this?
You made him do your stupid drink.
Yeah.
He's had to
I don't
shake
know.
it for 20 minutes to get the egg to emulsify.
I don't know.
Sure you know.
I'm
You know what you do
scared.
what any gentleman does.
You reach deep into your pocket, and you do like Kate Stedel says.
Yeah. I was gonna give him a hug.
Big tip, what? Oh yeah, give him a hug.
I was gonna give him
Hug your bartender.
hug.
week.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a little, no, never mind. Tip.
Wow. You got all excited and all of a sudden you pulled it away.
You got some?
I don't want to swear on the
You
show.
got 2
Oh.
minutes.
I'm tired of swearing on the show.
You can't do it
You
without a
haven't swear?
swear?
No, that was what the joke was.
Oh, I got you. All right, save it for the next Tales of Eddie. But in the meantime, thank your bartender because you'll
Get the tent. See?
Get the
This
tent
is
all
the
screwed
thing.
up.
If you have a suggestion for a new sign-off tag for us, send it in.
Until then, tip big.
That's not so hard.